Hello, welcome to our mini class on our positive thought this week, focused on believing in ourselves. So before we go to our 5-day exercise, I just want to remind you that every day this week, I've got a post on our community Facebook page offering ideas and food for thought around this topic. So if you'd like, please stop by there maybe a few minutes a day to check out the posts and enjoy. All right, our 5-day assignment. If you choose to participate, we're going to have 3 steps for this assignment, with step 3 recurring twice daily over these next 5 days, because like so many things in life, believing something new for ourselves is a process. Now, before I take you through it, remember, if you ever feel not ready for an exercise, simply pass on it until you do, knowing you can always jot down the steps outlined in this video and do them at a later date. Equally, if you feel ready for step 1 this week, but not steps 2 and 3, honor that too. So always do what feels right and what you know you're ready for, because in truth, only you know what you're ready or not ready for, okay? So self-love always. Step number 1, which is for day 1 of this 5-day assignment, which is today. Right after you finish watching this video, open your journal, and again, only if you're both ready and excited to, make a list of all the things you'd like to positively believe about yourself and your life as soon as you feel ready, whatever they are. And obviously they're going to vary from person to person. So again, there's no right or wrong to what's on your list or the length of it. Whatever feels right to you, and it can be anything. So things one might write as things they don't currently believe, still would soon like to believe, could be, I'm beautiful inside and out, or I'm capable of achieving my current goal, or I'm an organized person, or falling asleep for me every night's easy. I definitely have some poor beliefs around sleep for myself I'm wanting to change, so there's a few of those on my list from when I did this exercise. So really anything you'd like to believe about yourself and or your life, put it on your list, and be sure to write each one out in present tense as if it's something you already believe. So again, instead of writing, I'd like to believe that I'm beautiful inside and out, write, I'm beautiful inside and out, okay? So making the list today, that's step number 1. Now, step number 2, also for today, look carefully at your list and circle one thing. The one thing above all else you're most ready and excited to start believing. So if there's a couple of things, choose the one that edges the rest out a bit, knowing you can always pick another thing on your list to work on believing after these 5 days, okay? You can always do the assignment again. Also, set yourself up to succeed by making sure that the one you're picking also feels doable. Meaning, when you look at it on paper, you think, well, I don't believe that yet, or I don't believe that 100% yet. Still, I know if I focus on it and I work towards it, I can get there. It's possible. So it's in your current realm of what's possible. Now, likewise, if nothing's jumping out at you from your list that you're ready and excited about believing, or if they all feel like they're outside your current realm of what's possible, stop there, okay? You can revisit the exercise in a month and see if things have changed, because at some point they will. Life's always changing. We're always changing. And I know for myself too, I've gone through several periods in my own life where I knew I needed to start believing in myself around certain things, that they could be true for me, and I simply wasn't there yet. They just felt so outside of my realm of what was possible for me at those times that the mere thoughts and ideas of those things would make me laugh out loud. They felt ludicrous. So I made the decision to love myself and honor where I was, trusting that at some point when I felt ready to make the choice to start believing in myself around those things, I would. And you know what? Those days always come, and it's all good. It all truly counts, no matter when we get there. So we can really trust we'll make the choice to start believing in ourselves in regards to certain things about ourselves and our lives at the right moment in time, because for whatever reason, before that moment, we're not ready. So things really do happen when they're meant to, okay? So finishing up step 2 for today, if and only if you've got something you're both ready and excited about starting to believe, and it feels in your realm of possible, so you're not going to get frustrated. Circle it and then go to step number 3, which is starting today and every day for these next 5 days, write out the chosen statement you want to work towards believing 10 times in the morning before you hopefully even start your day, and then write it out again 10 times tonight and for these next 5 nights right before you go to bed. And right after you write the statement 10 times each morning and 10 times each night, you then read the statement aloud to yourself 10 times as well. Of course, at both times, do this in a space that feels and is safe and is private for you to speak this aloud, okay? Now, these 2 times a day are very powerful times to write and speak aloud your new thought, because before you start your day, it primes your mind to focus on this new positive thought as you begin your day. So you might notice you're thinking about it, which is great, here and there throughout your day. And then right before we fall asleep, it's also a very powerful time because it's the last thing on our mind to go to sleep with, this new positive thought. So just as an example, in case you might need one, here's some of my 5-day assignment on believing in myself. So things I'd like to believe about myself and my life. When I first sat down to write my list, I had about 5 things. I then decided to sit down again for a good 10 to 20 minutes, and I came up with about 20 things. And I have to say, for me, this was really fun. I noticed as I wrote out each statement of things I want to believe about myself and my life in the near future, I felt a lot of hope. So that was really cool to observe. You know, there were definitely some things on my list that made me chuckle. I'm simply not there yet. Still, there were several things that I felt both ready and excited about, and they felt doable. They felt possible for me. So I chose to go with one of those for this 5-day exercise to set myself up to succeed. And for myself, I chose number 14 on my list, which was, it is easy to get everything I need to do done each day. So for me, as a mom of 2, I can definitely have days where I feel overwhelmed. And so, you know, just between juggling work and making sure the kids get to their activities and their homework's completed. So I felt like this was going to be a really helpful thought for me to focus on believing. So each morning and each evening, I wrote the statement out 10 times, as you can see. You know, on day 1, when I first wrote out, it is easy to get everything I need to do done today, there was definitely a little chuckle and a thought like, maybe not. I am happy to report by day 3 or 4, though, that voice went away. I also noticed by the 4th morning, I started waking up feeling calmer. And I also noticed that throughout my days, whenever I start to feel anxious about everything that I still needed to do, I would revert back to thinking this thought, which was really cool. And I would notice that I would instantly start to calm down. So I'm actually continuing on with this. I'm on day 6 today because it's really working for me. And so I want to really solidify this new belief for myself. So I'm going to do it a few days longer so that I get there. So that's a little bit of my assignment and positive experience. Again, doing this or any exercise here should feel really good and positive. So if it's not, stop. Don't do it. Self-love again, always. You rock, sister. And as I always like to say too, make sure the assignment works for you. So if need be, tweak it a bit to work for you so you feel 100% good about all of it. You know, maybe you need to do it at lunch instead of first thing in the morning with your work schedule. Or like me, feel the need to keep going with the exercise beyond 5 days to really let this new idea sink in and become truly new, a new and helpful belief. So we do these exercises here to positively expand our lives and feel better about ourselves, not worse. So always be smart and do what feels best, right, and good for you. All right, I wish you so much positive belief in yourself this week, my fellow fabulous female. Thanks for being you, for all the ways you positively contribute to our world, large and small. I look forward to seeing you here again next week. For now, though, enjoy your day. Bye.